Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. WTF is this thing? Well, it's Teleglitch. What is Teleglitch? Well, it is a top-down roguelike shooter. It's supposed to evoke memories of Doom and Quake and Duke Nukem 3D and such. It's more of a survival game, I suppose, where every last bullet counts. And it is ugly. Good lord. As you can see, the menu is extremely basic. Options menu? Pfft, no. Absolutely not. This is the game. This is what it looks like. As you can see, looks to be a bunch of pixels and or voxels, one way or the other. This is level 2. When you die, that's it! Your save is deleted. It is as simple as that. It is, as I said, a roguelike. I have no ammo for my pistol. I've got an... Let's see. My second pistol has a full magazine, as well as 6 additional rounds. I'm currently on 72 health out of 100, and I have no idea what's going on, because every single level in this game is semi-randomized. I say semi-randomized because you're probably going to find the same kind of rooms, but you're going to find them in a massively different order. Turns out that in here there is a shotgun with 10 shells. That's okay. Also found a second microchip. I don't really know what that's for yet. The game has a crafting system which allows you to combine various things together. So I have no doubt that will become useful later on. We've not run into any enemies yet, but I have no doubt that we will shortly. There are also secrets to be found, but I haven't found out how to actually find them. I know on level 1 there are always 4 secrets spawned somewhere in the level, but I don't know how to get to them. Can't figure it out. In the tutorial it says, oh, well, look for partially broken walls and then blow them up, but I've never, ever found anything of the sort, so... Alright, we got monsters coming in, so... I want to be a little bit careful with my ammunition, because a lot of this game is about ammunition conservation. Thank you. That went really badly. Thankfully, it dropped canned meat, which I can eat, and then that empty can, which I may be able to combine, at least if I get a second one. Wow, that is amazing thunder going on right there. Holy crap. Incredible. Anyway, as I was saying, that was not part of the game ambience, although it should be. That was kind of freaky. But you need to conserve your ammunition in a kind of major way. If you don't, then you're in big trouble, which means you can use the melee system to stabby. But it is difficult, because of course, if you do it right, you get hit. So it's useful for conserving ammunition on the smaller enemies, certainly. Not so good on the big stompier ones. I'm already down to 36 health, which is not so good. Don't want this guy anywhere near me. There's to be something here. Hardware, random metal junk. Can I combine it with anything? Ooh, combine it with my pistol to make an auto pistol. Yeah, let's do that. Not that I've got any ammo for the auto pistol, but, you know, we'll get onto that in a minute. That's fine. Now, thankfully, I found some information here that reveals storage cabinets on the map. As you can see, very Doom-esque kind of map. Very, very useful. No ammo for the auto pistol. I have 14 rounds left in my magazine. Nail box here as well. Can I combine that with anything? No. I did make a nail bomb earlier by combining some explosives with some nails. Apparently, it is possible to make a nail gun as well, but... a lot of machinery here. I have to wonder if any of it is actually useful in any way. Well, I guess I've just opened a gate of some description, but... oh, Christ! Alright. I do have a Panzerfaust, so I was going to use that to kind of clear things out. Let's get the shotty out to deal with this guy. There we go. Maybe I can stab him to death. Stabby. Oh! Hello. There we go. Now, I said this was an ugly game, and it is. Yeah? Graphically, if you were to look at it, there is really nothing that stands out immediately that says, oh, this is a great-looking game. It's not. But, what I will say about it is that it's got this very curious nature to it in the way that the weapons work. Now, let me just fire one for a second. Yes, I'm wasting one of my 14 bullets. Now, look closely at the character. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So, what they've done is they've essentially created this interesting blur effect, both around the bullet as well as around the person firing it, which gives this sort of kinetic feel to it. It actually puts a lot of visible weight behind the weapon, and it does feel like these weapons have a big amount of kick to them. And that's really, really awesome, and actually quite unexpected. So, while the game looks ugly, the game in motion is I'm not going to say beautiful. It's visceral. Yeah, that's probably the best way to use it. Let's go with visceral. It looks really, really quite nice in that regard. Interesting. I can create a detector. I wonder what that does. Detects enemy movement in tight pipe-shaped spaces. Works automatically when carried. Okay, cool. So that's going to give me a little bit of information about where my enemies are. I am currently low on health. I really desperately need to find something that would heal me. Something with a med pack in it, for instance. I believe I did go into that room, didn't I? It doesn't mark the cabinets that you've checked out. I just have this funny feeling that there might be something secret behind there, but I don't want to waste my one Panzerforce to try and find out, so that seems kind of silly. What have we got here? Yes, we do. Shotgun shells. A revolver, 9mm clip. Very cool. Nothing I can combine, but an old school revolver with 6 rounds, as well as a clip for my 9mm. Put some bullets into my auto pistol. There we go. I also have some explosives. That would actually allow me to check my theory here. Is that a secret? Plant some explosives, run away. No, it's not. So this continues my run of not being able to find a secret ever in this game, ever. There's no doubt something I've got to be looking for, but I haven't figured out exactly what that is yet. That's interesting. Why can I see through that? Surely that's a secret. That must be a secret. Alright, let's fire my Panzerforce. Sweet! Just as I was saying that, I find my first secret. What has it got in it? Well, there's a med kit. That's a great start. What else is there? There must be something else cool. Bullets from a machine gun. I sadly don't have one. So it appears if you're observant, you can actually use your line of sight to see through it. Little pickaxe there. Unfortunately, I can't grab any of those as weapons, so I don't know if that trade was necessarily worthwhile. I don't have a machine gun yet, but whatever. It was good to get a medical kit, at least. So I need to keep out for those... Hello, there's another one here. Interesting. Now that I know what I'm looking for, I'm suddenly finding them all over the place. I wonder if the nail bomb's enough to do it. Seems like it might be. Uh-oh. We got friends. Let's try the auto pistol out. Oh my. Yeah, this is powerful, but it's going to chew through ammunition like no one's business. Careful. There we go. I actually could have just knifed them, really. Yeah, let's knife this guy. There we go. They tend to come at you slightly at a slight angle, which makes it a little bit difficult to hit them with melee. Do I have to blow something else up as well? I don't think I actually have any more explosives. I'm pretty sure I can't shoot... Oh, I can shoot it, but I'm almost out of rounds. There we go. So you can shoot your way through as well. What have we got? A large tube. Can I combine that with anything? No, not yet. And another tube. That would make another detector, but I don't really see the point in doing that, so I'm not going to craft the two together. Alright, so some useful items, maybe. Subjectively, anyway. And I can't shoot through that. There's no other stuff here, so we'll head on back. Now, is there anything wrong with the game? Well, as I said, the presentation graphically is actually kind of hideous and will put off a lot of people, I think. And I don't really blame them. There are certain graphic styles that are obnoxious to the eye to some people. Ooh, looks like there's another one right here. And this may very well be one of them. Sweet. And that's unfortunate because gameplay-wise, it offers this really raw experience that does actually evoke memory of Doom and things like that. Although, it's actually even worse because it's got this roguelike element to it whereby you are scavenging for materials. And as a result of having to scavenge for materials, things are kind of hectic, really. Ooh, I don't like the look of this guy. Oh, it's alright, he's down quite easily. Try to shoot him with the revolver. This guy, I think I can just stab without taking too much damage. I was horribly mistaken. There we go. So, you're scratching around trying to find as much good stuff as you possibly can. We can combine these together to make a can gun. There we go. What does it do? A tin can filled with nails and explosives. Very nice. I guess it's only got one shot. But hey, we'll go with it. Let's make our way through here. I don't think there's actually anything in here by the looks of it. I'll get my pistol out and maybe just shoot away at it and see if I can break through. No. Okay, so that's just probably a weird randomly generated part of the level. And this experience that it gives is actually kind of tense, because this is not an easy game. Once you die, you go back to the start, and I do mean level 1. if you get a certain distance within the game, I think if you get to level 5, you can start from level 3, and like level 7, level 5, and so on and so forth. So that's a bit better. And I don't view the difficulty as a problem. I view the challenge as almost a necessary part of this kind of genre. And as a result, I'm enjoying it so far. It's a very, very tense experience. And I love searching for secrets, I really do. Being able to scavenge and find all sorts of great things is really quite wonderful. That's a great part of this game. Yeah, I'm gonna scratch the melee for now because I'm getting hit a little bit too much here. Might as well make use of my machine gun while I have it. Criticism-wise, is probably just in presentation. I do love that blur, and I really love how the weapons actually feel in this game. They feel fantastic. Aiming them is a little hectic. It can be a little bit tricky. Kind of got to get used to the way that each weapon feels. I love the improvisation, and the fact that you frequently run out of ammo with various different weapon types and have to resort to other ones, which is actually very much something that was encouraged by... I'm sure I can get my way through here. Very much was encouraged by the old school shooters. I don't know if that was really worth it for one thing of explosives, but hey, we'll take what we can get. I could make another can gun if I wanted. Yeah, let's do that. Sweet, so I now have 2 can guns. I want to fire this, I really do. I have no idea how this is going to handle. So it is refreshingly old school in the way that the game actually operates, and that is a good thing indeed. It's lacking music. Like, this kind of game really needs some thumping soundtracks to it. You know, we're talking Doom style, Quake style, Duke Nukem 3D, it needs that kind of thing. The fact that it doesn't have music is actually, in my opinion, I was too injured to use the can gun and I died. GG. Game over. That sucks. Oh well. So you've got to start from the very beginning again. Yeah, I really want music with it. Yeah, it would just enhance the experience so much, I feel. It would just be so much of a better game if it did that. I would love for them to do that, and it would be nice if they included that in the future patch. That's probably my biggest gripe. That and the fact that the graphic style is probably going to put off a hell of a lot of people. But in terms of its raw gameplay value, it's got a lot to offer. It's really, really tense. The gunplay is surprisingly fun, considering the limited nature of the presentation. And they've created a tense and enjoyable survival game. There's a certain joy in finding new items and scavenging and finding secrets and suddenly gaining access to a brand new weapon, of which there are quite a lot in this game. And, of course, every fight really is a fight for survival, where you can come out with the barest sliver of health and have to desperately look around for canned meat and medkits in order to get yourself back up to full. You don't even regain health when you go from level to level. It's that tense. So that, I feel, is where the game has the most value. It could be tightened up on the presentation standpoint. I don't really see anything that they can really do with the graphic style without completely redoing it, but as I said, music would definitely help. Maybe some improvement on some sound effects. Some of them are just a little bit tinny. The explosion sounds are super generic. The gun sounds pretty good, but the monster sounds aren't exactly memorable in any real way. The story is pretty much non-existent. You can find terminals throughout the place which will explain a few things, but it's a fairly typical plot of evil corporations, blah, blah, blah. You know, you get the idea. It's actually kind of a Doom-ish plot. So that's not really what you're going to be enjoying too much, I feel, if you play this game. You don't play it for the story, you play it for the survival, and you play it for the challenge. So, this game does have a demo available. It's not on Steam. It's on Desura, or you can buy it from their website. It's $15 regardless of where you are. So, if you buy it in euros, it's obviously going to be whatever that equivalent is. Pounds, it's going to be cheaper. And there is a free demo. So, you can try it out and see whether or not this game ends up being for you. It's nice, though. I'm having fun with it. It's a nice, challenging title. I like the idea behind it. I like the semi-random nature of it. Like, this level to me is familiar, but there's new stuff every time I go through it. I still can't find any bloody secrets in it, but hey, we'll take what we can get. You should give this a try, I think. It's definitely worthy of your attention. There's no real excuse not to just try the demo and see whether or not it ends up being for you. Some people might view $13 for a game that looks like this to be excessive, perhaps. And, you know, they're not wrong. I mean, it's up to them, really, to determine whether or not it's actually good value. It's not like it's a good-looking game, really, but it is a really fun game, more to the point. And it's a really hard game. Admittedly, if you're not the kind of person that really likes their time wasted, then games with permanent death and things like that are probably not the stuff you really want to be engaging in. But for those of us who are really looking for a challenge, who have some experience in old-school first-person shooters and roguelikes and things like that, then you can't go far wrong with this. It's got a lot to offer. My name has been TotalBiscuit, taking a look at... That looks like a... That is a bloody secret. Why won't you let me through? Screw it, I'm gonna blow it up with this. It's not a secret. God, it's a fake secret. I hate that. Nothing worse than fake secrets. Nah, terrible game. 0 out of 10. But no. Teleglitch, currently available on their website as well as Desura. Link is in the description below this video if you want to check it out. It is pretty cool. My name has been TotalBiscuit, and I shall see you next time.